Hi, my name's Jeremy Allen. I'm the Heritage Marketing Coordinator with the City of Brandon. And today we're in the McKee Archives with Christie Henry. We're located inside of Brandon University, and I'll just get you to introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm Christie Henry. I'm the University Archivist here at the McKee Archives, and we're part of Brandon University. My job is to acquire, preserve, and make accessible archival records of value, long-term value to the university and the community. I started out as a student at Brandon University, and I was a history major. And going into my last year of my degree, I realized I didn't want to get a PhD. So I'd already done 2 summer jobs in the archives while I was a student here, and realized that I quite liked the work. I think one of the things I really like about being an archivist is that every collection is unique, right? That's part of what an archival collection is. It's a unique collection. And if you don't save that version, you're not getting a second version usually, right? So you're always learning about new aspects of your community, which I really enjoy. Sometimes the stuff that I get most excited about is probably the photographs. Yeah. Often because they'll solve mysteries from other collections. So you'll be like, I don't know what that is. And then 5, 6, 7 years later, you might get a collection where you're like, that's the photo of the thing from the other collection.
Right.
So it's all interconnected.
So do you have any archives that you wanted to show us today?
I have plenty, yes. So I collect both records from the community and records from the universities and institutions. So this here I brought out up until about 1970. The graduating classes used to create their own class flag. So this is the class of 1922. I think this is the first year. So this is a photograph of Rosser Avenue in 1882. Again, now something like this potentially could be used when doing environmental studies. This is a City of Brandon map. It basically shows the whole city and the development and stuff like that. We actually have another one, I couldn't get out for you because it's so big, that's much earlier, but it's also a Christie's map of Brandon, so it looks the same, only with way less development. This is the blueprint for the original Brandon College building.
Oh, wow.
So it shows the basement and the first floor plan. So the first president of Brandon College was actually called principal for the first 10 years. Okay. Then they changed his title to president. The first 4 presidents of the university were reverends. And then our 5th president, our longest serving president, my favorite, J.R.C. Evans, he was a staunch Baptist, but not a reverend. He was actually a geologist. This is the program for the official opening of the building.
Oh, wow.
So the Evans Lecture Theater and the A.E. Mackenzie building opened at the same time in 1961. This is really cool. This is an advertisement for the Dominion Exhibition of Canada, which was held in Brandon in 1913. So the display number 2 building on the fairgrounds, the one with the big domes. Basically, archives are witnesses to the past, right? But what makes them witnesses is the fact that when the records are created, they're not created as historical records. They're created as the byproduct of human activity. These are records on the creation of the Keystone Center. This is the original minute book for the Brandon College Board of Governors. So the first meeting was actually held in Portage.
Whoa.
In 1899, and here's where they talk about what is quorum, how to do notice of meetings, who the chairman and vice chairman, secretary, everybody is, what banking system they'll use, approval of the Baptist Academy for Brandon, because they were deciding to have the college here.
Is that what the salary of a professor would have been? $2,000?
That is the salary of the president. These are negatives from the CKX television station in Brandon.
Oh, whoa.
These all cover a period from about 1955 to 1970.
That's fascinating.
It's a combination of the actual activities of the TV station, right? Like their programming and their employees and things like that. But it's also various businesses from Brandon in the Southwest region who advertise with them. So a lot of building exteriors or lots of pharmacies, gas stations, lots of things that aren't there anymore.
Right.
So this is the 1904 Brandon Seed House catalog. Newspapers are interesting archival records because normally when we acquire archives, the idea is you're preserving them long term, right? But long term for me, is minimum 100 years, right? I'm thinking more 300 years, 500 years.
Right.
Newspaper's not meant to last that long because of its chemical composition. So this is from 1958.
Wow.
That's the cost.
To attend BU?
Yeah, this is her registration card.
Wow, so it costed $555.50 to attend Brandon University.
Brandon College. So this would have been back when Clark Hall was still just a women's residence.
Oh, wow. Oh, and this is an old copy of the Quill.
Yes.
So the Quill is the Brandon University's newspaper here, and when would this have been? 1955?
Yeah.
This is published, and we're in 2021 now, and they're still going.
The Quill was started in 1910. So Dillis, whose collection this is, ran for a position on student government.
Wow.
This is the first class of Brandon College. So this is AP McDermott, the president, and that's S.J. McKee. And you'll also notice there's quite a few women.
Yeah.
And that's in part because Baptists were strong proponents of education for women.
Can you book a time to come in and look at the archives?
Yes, absolutely. Because I'm the only employee, it's best if you make an appointment to make sure I'm going to be here and available, and you can find my contact information on our website. You can just Google S.J. McKee Archives and it'll come up.
Thank you so much for taking us through this building today and explaining to us some of the awesome and great things that are associated with archival studies and records and things like that.
It's my pleasure.
Awesome.